Happy Saturday. It's August 26th, almost hard to say April, not quite April. It's August 26th, it's 6:45 in the morning here in Colorado. And I had what I could best describe as a very humbling moment. Yesterday, what I refer to as my three wise men, in other words, three senior citizens that come to cut my grass every Friday, I couldn't help but notice not only the difference when they cut the grass, but how much the trees in my backyard have grown. It's mind-boggling to me, and I knew that I needed to cut them. When I first moved here, didn't do it. I did have somebody come by last year and kind of trim the ones a little bit around the power lines and kind of bring them down a little bit in shape, but not the 60-foot, 80-foot oak trees. This is just the crabapple tree. And so I went, oh, good Lord. They've now become to the point where they're dangerous. And this morning I was thinking about, what am I going to do about it? It's going to take a professional tree trimmer with cranes to do the type of job that needs to get done. And because there are power lines that run through the trees, around the trees, wrapped up in the trees, it's really going to take someone that has their own liability insurance. The city came last year, and there's an alleyway behind my house. It's, where the trash comes, and they cut part of the oak tree, but of course they only cut on anything that was leaning towards the alley. Well, the big old oak tree that is ginormous, I can't even begin to imagine how tall it is. Because they cut it on the one side, the weight of the tree is now pulling it dangerously into my neighbor's yard, even more so than last year. It's like really leaning because of the weight of all the new growth. And there are giant limbs, bigger than my arm, my two arms put together, some of them bigger than my leg, that are old, that are broken, that are hanging on by a bare thread, if you will, of wood. And I looked at this and I went, oh, this is not a good thing. So I sat in contemplation this morning and in prayer and said, Lord, this is not an expense that I was planning on this year. I need to do something about it and be proactive rather than reactive. I said, how am I going to get the extra monies needed to get these trees taken care of, especially with the weight of the crab apples now. There's millions of crab apples in these two trees, but their weight is pulling the branches down even more. I'm like, I really need to do something about this. Not something I had budgeted for. So I heard Monica ask for help. Well, as often as I tell you guys ask for help, I know how difficult that is. And I said, well, I don't know how to do that. I'm stubborn, I'm strong. There's got to be another way to figure this out. So once again, I put it into prayer, and I heard, ask for help. I'm not asking for a handout. I don't want charity. I just need to find a way to raise enough money to get these trees cut, especially before winter comes, or before we have another bad windstorm like the ones we've been having. Several of the broken branches have been breaking off because of the wind storms and the thunderstorms that we've been having and the hailstorms we've been having. And so I put it into prayer again and said, how do I do this? So I put a post up this morning on my page asking for help. And it is a help that I hope will also help you. And it was a request to buy my ebook, my autobiography, my story of leaps of faith. And it's an encouraging book. It's an uplifting book. It's a less than 2-hour read book. And it's $2.99 right now, and it's available for Android and Windows and Mac products, whatever products. It's available in eMobi, ePublishing, and the other one for Apple. But I had a really tough time writing that post and then hitting submit, post, publish. I got this really weird feeling in my stomach when I did it. And I'm like, God, why do I feel that way? After I hit it and I shared it on my personal page, so it's on my business page and on my personal page, it felt really weird. So I stopped here and I said, Lord, why do I feel that way? It's like I'm not asking for a handout, simply asking, hi, do you want to buy my book? But I realized, I need 500 people, 1,000 people to buy my book. And it felt really weird. And so I heard this very soft whisper in my head. That's why I want to share this before I even do the reading today. I heard this very soft whisper in my head that said, a lesson in humbleness and a lesson in humility. Boy, that almost brought me to my knees in tears. And I realized that if you're going to walk the walk, you need to talk the talk. If you're going to talk the talk, you need to walk the walk. So I know how it feels to ask for help. I understand how difficult that is to bring yourself to the point to ask for help. And I ask God for help every single day. But asking others for help is not easy. But it is truly humbling. And for those of you who will buy my ebook, I thank you in advance. For those of you who have already bought it, I thank you in advance, or I thank you afterwards. If you don't want to buy it from my website, the information will be below. You can buy it from Amazon. I have to wait 30 days for that to come in, and they take a nice large portion of it. But thank you in advance for a lesson well learned in humbleness and in humility. So we're going to stop with that, and we are going to say that we're going to be using the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue, Radley Valentine, and published by Hay House. I was going to use the Power Tarot deck, but as I picked it up, this one kind of yelled at me a little bit, said, no, me. So let's get these shuffles. Let's wish you a super and a sanctified, yeah, why not? It's a holy weekend for me, and a sanctified weekend. Let's do it that way, because every day should be sanctified when you stop and think about it. We are all children of God, and beautiful spiritual beings having a human existence, including getting the trees cut. Alrighty, so here we go. Okay, not that shuffle. I'm going to try later today to take some pictures or maybe a video of the trees so you can see what they look like now. The picture that I put on my Facebook page shows how beautiful these trees are in the springtime. And this is the first year I've been here in 3 years that the blossoms were this wild and crazy. And that's because we didn't have that late frost like we normally get. February and March were very, very mild in the cold temperatures, but we got a lot of rain, and we've been getting a lot of rain, which for the desert plains, which is where I am right now, it's a blessing, truly a blessing. We need the rain so desperately. Oopsie, there we go. I just got told to stop. Okay. Looks like it's going to be a 3-card read. Yep. And let's see what the messages are for today. Okie doke. Here we go. Okay, I'm trying to read that one this way. Well, time to rest or take a vacation. My mind did not see the word vacation. I think I was blocking it out. Truly, I think I was blocking it out. The Four of Air is an intellectual card. This is all about what your thoughts are, what your desires are in your mind, what you worry about, what you plan on, epiphanies. This is the intellectual side of each of us. So let's back that up with these beautiful unicorns here. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision, and meditation may provide answers. Love my meditation. I don't do it enough. I'll be the first to admit that. As much as I love it and as much as I endorse it, I don't do it enough. So that is part of what I'm going to be doing again today, is taking some real quiet time and kind of moving forward with that. So time to rest and take a vacation. By the way, meditation, it's kind of like taking a vacation in a way. It's almost like taking a nap. Because when you go deep into meditation, it really is invigorating, it is refreshing, it is also enlightening. So time to rest or take a vacation, allow more time before making a decision, and meditation may provide the answers. But you do need to quiet your thoughts when you're in meditation. Not always easy. You can acknowledge them and then move them on and come back to a centered space. Well, this is all about your passions. Two of Fire. What a great picture. Too much work. Okay, the next sentence just caught me off guard. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. It is okay to accept help from others. Life can be out of balance if you allow stress to linger in your thoughts. Meditation is part of that stress reliever that you need. What's your passion? What makes your heart sparkle, set on fire here? What makes your eyes dance and glitter with joy? Those are the things to focus and to concentrate on, and to let go of the stress, the worry, and the concerns. Or in other words, let go and let God. Third card. I think it's dark here. So I think we have a major arcana. Oh, we do. We do. And this is Haniel, Archangel Haniel, known for being the archangel that can aid you in your intuition, that can aid you with your ESP, that can aid you with those gut feelings, that can give you that psychic insight, because you are going to be receiving those thoughts, those epiphanies, that psychic insight, that guidance. When you stop, put it into prayer, ask God, His Son, Holy Spirit, and the angels, including Haniel, the right way to proceed, the right way to move ahead. So there are things going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. That's okay. You don't need to know what those are right now, but know that that is all part of the divine timing to bring you to a place of where you need to be, and release the fears that hold you back. Release the fears that hold you back. When we put all of our faith and trust in God, we can accomplish anything. But you really do need to let go of the fears, myself included. I get it. I literally sat and trembled before I made the decision to click post. But there's a release. There's a weight off your shoulders. There's an opening up of your heart to give and to receive. And so, ladies and gents, I'm going to close this reading this Saturday and say, if you'd like a personal reading from me, I do have time. It's so nice to say that. I do have time. It's like all of a sudden I do have time. My classes ended early. I am going to cut my hair again today. My classes ended early. Everyone is done. They all proceeded on, and it's just a beautiful thing to see, which allows me extra time now to serve you by doing readings. We do them via email, we do them via Skype, we do them via Facebook web call, and it is always a joy for me to do that. They are on sale, and if you'll go to my website, it is houseofangelcardreadings.com. On the same page as the readings page, which is listed, you'll also see my ebook. And again, if you'd like to help me cut my trees, I would sincerely appreciate it if you would enjoy the ebook, enjoy the story, and know that you're saving my power lines. Jeez, that's a good way to put it. If you'd like a mediumship reading, that is something I also have opened myself up to. We are at that last partial stage of certification of mediumship through James Van Praagh. You know, those little pieces of paper, some people think they make a difference. I don't really. Right now, through all of the things we've gone through with him, there are things I've been doing my whole life with some extra little tweaks, and I appreciate those. That always part of the learning process. But we do mediumship readings as well. We also do them via event. You know, we like to keep it in small groups, 20 to 30, 40, 50, and still a small group. And when we have those group events for mediumship readings, we ask that your loved ones come through. Does everybody get a reading? Depends on how many people show up. But to be honest with you, the messages that come through from Spirit heal more than the person receiving them directly. It's always a very special, unique event. We do have one coming up here on September the 9th, 2 p.m. in Weldona. That event listing is on my website, also on a couple of other group pages. Would love to have you come. It's $20 per person. Come on up. We're doing it on this beautiful fiber and livestock operating ranch. Part of the proceeds are going to be helping the ranch itself, all of the animals that are there, sheep, goats, horses, dogs, cats, goat, like everything, have all been rescue animals with the exception of one horse. And God bless him, I think he was rescued for the way his life should be as well. Love that boy. I go there whenever I need my animal fix. Very special property, very special dear friend that is hosting this event. So come and join us. It's September the 9th. It's Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. Colorado, if you're in Colorado. If you'd like to have an event, then please send me an email, and that would be houseofangelcardreadings@gmail.com. I'm planning on, operative word, planning on doing some live readings this morning on my Facebook page. Come and join us there. And, you know, if you don't want my ebook, that's fine. If you enjoy the live readings and you get one from me, buy the book for $2.99 and tell me, hey, Monica, it's okay, I don't need the ebook. You know, literally, that's where we're going right now. Anything like that would always be sincerely appreciated. If you're kind of wondering what the readings are like, come on over and watch. You can check out some of the videos that we put up. You can also check out the reviews, not only on my website, but also on my Facebook page. All of the contact information, like I said, is going to be down below in the description. I do want to take just a second to say thank you. Thank you for sharing YouTube with me. I looked this morning, and we have over 11,000 views since this all got started. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing it, for commenting on it. I sincerely hope it helps. You know, it's funny because when I started the YouTube channel, I thought I was going to do a weekly. Yeah, it didn't turn out that way. It turned out to be a daily. So I do hope you enjoy these as well. And if you enjoy these and you don't want an ebook, come on over, buy it anyway, and tell me it's okay, Monica. Thanks for doing the dailies. I really got to get these trees cut, can you tell? Have a beautiful day, a wonderful day, a super, super Saturday. Walk in peace, walk in love, walk in power, walk with God. Namaste.